It's been a terrible year for the York City Club here in 2024. As of this point, we are almost at the end of February, and we have only won 3 National League games, and then the one FA Trophy fourth round matchup. So in total, 4 wins in 2 months, almost as far as 2 complete months, and 3 of those losses being 1-0 defeats. Just brutal, absolutely brutal. We tried everything. We literally changed up formations, we changed up tactics. We tried to go for a tiki-taka style. We tried to change it up as far as maybe running a gegenpress even. It was just like, let's use our speed, and because we have a lot of young, athletic, as far as winger especially, and Jaden Smith, and he got hurt, and so did Caleb, and just injuries after injuries have piled up, and we still are somehow not in the bottom tier of the National League. It's an honest miracle how much we have survived, considering how many injuries we've dealt with. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. And really the big thing for this is figuring out what we need to do. What we need from a formation standpoint, from a tactical standpoint, because the wing play just isn't working anymore. Mazier was such a big part. He was actually the biggest part, the most important player of that system, and him not being there completely derails everything else. We went from a top 5 offense to a bottom 5 offense if we run it. It's just not it, and we got to figure it out, what we need to run and what we need to do next. So the big thing that we try to do is just look through the data hub, because this data hub is very, very important for us. You see already, the team attacking, it's now below average, same thing for the defending. So it's not looking good for us right now. Throughout the year, we'd kind of seen that the attacking went from above average to then average, then below. Defending has kind of been average the whole time until recently. Now it's below average. The big thing for us is our team performance, as far as just looking at all the things that we try to go through statistically here. We have from the general performances from both the offense and defensive side, which actually that's just the same goddamn thing, so I don't know why we show that twice. But you can see here, we're still winning as far as strong heading, lots of headers for us. But we have a high non-penalty of expected goals, but a poor defending, which we are way alone out here. Our pass map is brutal right now. What even is that as far as just absolute shit show, especially compared to our previous game against Barrow AFC, which they absolutely killed us. You see the passing dynamic is not there. A lot of passes allowed against and fewer passes completed. We need to definitely be on either this side or obviously towards the bottom here, where Notts County and Barrow AFC and South End are at. So the defending, you see there, as far as our tackles per game, was as far as it's solid, but other than that, as far as especially from a fouls per game, that's nice that we're below that, but then you have clearances per game is actually very, very terrible. What you see here, busy defense and impenetrable defense, which is actually not a bad sign, but I think we'd rather be on this side of that as far as that graph, because I believe, yes, it's the quiet defense and impenetrable. You want to be on this side here. At least we're not over here. If we were over here, we'd definitely be at the bottom of the table. So luckily, if we can just kind of rotate over, that would be great to see. But really the big thing that I have noticed is our shooting. We still have a high quality of shooting from a team perspective, but it's just wasteful shooting. So that gives us a little bit of an advantage. As far as our scoring perspective right now, we're at the low scoring and high non-penalty expected goals. Obviously, we need to be on this side of the table. If we are going to improve anytime soon, we have terrible movement, which is, I don't really remember what our movement was last year, so that's really neither here nor there. But we win the ball back, we just lose it a lot too. So that's a thing that we definitely need to fix. We need to be on this side of the table as well. But from a team perspective, you can see that we, as far as we gain more possession than average, which is nice. Fairly average number of losses though, and fairly average number of defensive actions. But just the pass attempts is kind of where we struggle, definitely. In the crossing, though, this is where the crossing's like, well, looks like the crosses were working and it was accurate, so the wing play could have worked. But once you look at the player analytics here, We'll just go with the forwards because that's probably most of our. Yeah, you see the assists, the high quality Mazier way up here, way the fuck up here by himself. No one even really relatively close to him. You could say Tyreek Johnson here from Woking is the closest guy. Shows you just how important he was. He is just standing out above everybody else. But Elliot Nevitt is close, and so is Jade Smith. But of course, injured. Injured. Connor Dixon's now injured. Caleb is injured. We are down to just Stephen Walker, Manny Dooku, Sam Dalby, and Pike. And Nevitt, of course. So out of that list, really nobody is a great crosser. Maybe Elliot Nevitt is the best one, and he's the goddamn target forward. So he doesn't even play as a winger. So it just kind of shows you, like, okay, we need to change something drastically there. And again, the assist from the forward's perspective. Again, Mazier way the fuck up here from the assist perspective. Just that is absolutely massive. And again, the lots of crosses and accurate crossing. He was just head and shoulders above everybody else. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And just kind of looking at what we're going with as far as what we can do. There is some highly creative people like Sam Dalby. I don't know why they're showing Brandon Barnes. I guess they're right next to each other. Unless he's right at the middle here. That's the kind of one bad thing about this graph. You can't like zoom in to really show you how everything is looking. But as far as from kind of this perspective of where we should go, this kind of helps us out as far as determining what the team is looking like in-depth wise, because right now, physically, we have a lot of physical forwards, and I was just like, that would be great for the gegenpress, obviously, because high number of sprints, high distance cover, they can push the pace and really keep it going. But then, of course, Caleb gets hurt, and Jaden Smith gets hurt, and Connor gets hurt, and it's like, well, we just have Manny Dooku and Nevitt and Pike, who are at the low number of things, but can't be a gegenpress team anymore. So that died out. And it's like, well, who is the more, who's the better scorer? It's Manny Dooku right now. Manny Dooku is definitely our best scorer, which is just kind of crazy to think, because we literally signed Sam Dalby to give us a little bit more of a as far as getting more shots on target, and still Manny Dooku's the better guy. Elliot Nevitt's been okay. Same thing for Pike, but all these guys we try to sign to be on this side of the table, which they luckily are, but we were hoping they would be up here with Manny Dooku, and that's just not the case. But Connor Dixon, he's better as like a passer more than anything, so that's kind of no big deal. But I was hoping Caleb would be a little bit more on this side, maybe even obviously up here at the top, or even over here on the left, but just the passive shooting and low quality shooting. Alex Hurst, again, another guy that's kind of better as a passer. But just as far as, so really looking at it from just the forward perspective, we are terrible at dribbling too. Like you kind of look at this, and as far as Mazier lost the possession 22.5% there out of per 90 minutes, so not a great statistic, but obviously we want to kind of be more on this side, which that's what Stephen Walker does best, as far as or Stephen Walker rather. He is more on that side. Well, actually, he's actually right over here on the right side, but they're a little bit closer towards this left side. Same thing with Caleb here, and I want to say that is Alex Hurst there. Yes, that is Alex Hurst. I thought that was his picture. They're kind of more on this side of the screen, though. You see this, as far as Sam Dalby and Pike are close on the left, but Elliot Nevitt and Manny Dooku are on the right, which makes sense since they're more the target forwards anyways. They're not really dribbling a whole lot. They're not really the more faster guys that we have. The midfield, which I thought we had everything selected. Guess we don't. I guess they switched it, but we'll look at the defending. Just so, because it's a lot easier now that we can look at it. Because our defense has been pretty god-awful. Again, we have a lot of physical defenders, as far as, guys like Matt Worthington and Idris as the fullbacks / wingbacks have been great at being able to push the pace, but not compared to a lot of these other guys, not like the Dorking players or, Wrexham players or the Bromley players, and even FC Halifax there. The better teams, like you want to be up there, higher on it. Same thing with our defending. As far as Joe Cook's doing well, it's a little bit right past the halfway point, but obviously Maxim and Sam Saunders are doing great. But Kerr was doing pretty bad. He is gone, though, as far as he had a lot of headers, but was just kind of terrible at it. Gus Bafuda, another guy that's great at it, but our fullbacks, wingbacks, terrible at it, which it's not that big of a deal, at least with Adam crooks here. He's the better of the three. But we could probably use better heading from our fullback slash wingbacks looking at the stats here. And really the big thing for us is how great Ethan Ross has been as well. We'll just take a look at Ethan Ross's stats because it's just crazy. Way up here. Way up here. With the lots of saves and most saves, it's him and Dorking's Bradley Foster. Obviously, I would put him, maybe it's just bias, but if it's not for his performances, we are a bottom tier team. You could see it again, just as far as how many games we might have potentially won if we just gotten 1 goal or 2 goals, if it was a draw or a tie. It just brutal. Absolutely brutal throughout these past couple of months. We need something. We definitely need something. Right now, I'm going to go with a back 5. Because just kind of looking at some of the other teams in the top of the league, Notts County and Dorking, which obviously we're playing Dorking next, but they run as far as, let's go with, yes, look at the tactics, that's just a lot easier. They run a back 5. They run a 5-3-2 with, DM in the back. As far as, I want to say they run a control possession. They don't run like a tiki-taka. They just run a straight-up control possession. They play out of the back and slow things down. And Dorking, basically the same thing, I want to say, as far as match preparation. See if we can see it. That's alright. We'll just click it here. But, yeah, they also have been running a back 5. Yeah, they got a 5-3-2 with the DM as well. As far as they are looking to control possession again and really play out of the diamond and really slow things down again. Make sure that Foster is able to have a high percentage of saves and doesn't have to get beat too badly. But obviously, you see Ryan Seeger with 22 goals at this rate. Just nuts. That's a shit ton of goals. And that's going to be a guy that we definitely have to watch out for. But the direct counterattack is just kind of our best thing that we have as far as chances-wise against Dorking, I think. Kind of in the future, we might have to go with a Park the Bus or even a Catanzaro, which I actually wouldn't mind that. Catanzaro is actually kind of fun. It looks fun. I actually never ran it, but as far as because I'm a little scared about running a defensive tactic. But because at least with counterattacking, you're at least trying to score, whereas kind of that you're literally just trying to stay out of relegation. And luckily for us, we are. I would say something would have to be very, very, very wrong for us to fall below like 20th. Like it'd have to be a colossal failure. I just think we're too talented to not fall down that low, but we're definitely not finishing in the top half. I just don't see it. We'd have to really turn things around. I guess we are only 7 points below 10th, but even 10 points below 9th, but I just don't see it. Our team right now, I'm surprised that the club atmosphere is average right now. We really haven't fallen below poor, which is great. Our team meetings, we've run a couple of team meetings already in the year, and it's gone very well every time, which is just lucky for us. If we're going to beat Dorking here, it's going to have to be an all hands on deck type of scenario. As far as John Lewis, he's finally healthy, but he's still not completely healthy, if that makes any sense. As far as he is still kind of banged up here, and he is retiring this year, which, as far as that sucks to see, but 34 years old, it kind of is what it is. It makes sense. But yeah, goal scoring wise, Maniduku is our leading scorer. Him and Sam Dalby, the fact that they're both at 9 is just brutal. Absolutely brutal. And you could really just tell, once Mazier was injured, which you got it injured right at November 30th, 2023. So you could just see where the team was at that point. Coming off a 2-0 victory to then, the entire month of December, we're just going to get 1 win. Then we're just going to get 2 wins in January. Well, actually 3 wins in January, but, it's 2 National League wins and then the FA Trophy 4th round matchup. Just been downhill ever since, really. We have not been a consistently good team. We haven't been a team that's been playing like we did in this first half of the year, but also, too, a lot of times the club, as far as just once January rolls around, the guys are kind of feeling a little fatigued as well, so that might also have played into a factor there. But this is a massive game for us. If we could turn it around here against Dorking and also AFC Flight, which I doubt we will, they have been on fire. But I think Dorking, we have a good chance. I really do. I believe in us. Maybe it's blind ambition, but I really do believe we can win it here, or at least make it close. I don't think we're like so bad that we're gonna get killed. I really don't think so. Even with our tactical familiarity not being the greatest, we're still like competent and accomplished and fluid in a lot of other places though, so that gives us a little bit of hope. One thing I did see about Tiki Taka though, because I was hoping maybe potentially next year we can work on being a Tiki Taka like dominant possession team. We need to work on our passing for sure, because our short passing is not there. We can only go with the long ball passing as far as more direct play, and that's just not working out for us. We are losing battling as far as possession wise. If we gain possession, we immediately lose it. It's just not working out. And if we want to be a top tier team, we have to dominate possession. Just it is what it is. You know, teams like Dorking, teams like Notts County, teams like Wrexham, they dominate possession. They get a lot of goals. That's how you get out of this goddamn National League. And we are not going to be able to do that with this counter-attacking team. We just can't. We can't do it. The wing play system from last year worked. The problem was our defense wasn't there. Kind of the same thing happened here, but our defense actually improved a little bit. It's just our scoring is just not there anymore. So we just have to figure it out consistently how to be the better team. But as far as Gus Mafuda here looking for a good pass to Dooku, which if he wins this might be massive. He does win it. Nia Kirby with a good chance if he can lead him. Oh, that's a good pass. Nevin's got a good chance. Kind of a shitty shot. Kind of wished he passed it to Dooku there, but that was a good start. That was a good start. I hate Dorking's away kits. That's neither here nor there. Just brutal. That neon kind of yellow, greenish look. Brutal. Just brutal. As long as Sager doesn't get a good chance here, which, as I say that, well, there we go. Good way to get in front of it. Mafuda. Brilliant. Brilliant stuff already, just in the first 2 minutes of this game. Pretty straightforward stuff, but yeah, league table wise. We get a win, we'll jump up to at least 16th. And we just gotta work our way from there. Slowly but surely. Maybe we tie Eastleigh for 14th, though, depending on what happens in the near future. If we draw the following game. But alrighty, 15 now minutes in, and we've only had the one shot in the beginning of the game. This has been a bit of a standstill. Nevitt, if he can win this will be huge. He doesn't win it. But him having a yellow already is pretty tough, especially from a forward perspective. But yes, Cosgrove, our newest signing, actually. I didn't even get to talk about him. As far as because Ling is gone, I just felt like he was bringing the team down and wasn't really giving us the best that we could out of him. So we signed him from a free transfer and we sold him off to Notts County for $22,000. So a bit of a profit there, which is nice to see. And Cosgrove was not necessarily a free signing. I think it was like $1K, but Seeger probably going to make that. Well, Ross with a great save. Terrible clearance, though, from Maxim. If he would have just went the other way with it, would have been a throw-in instead of it being a corner. Hopefully, corner-wise, we could win this. We kind of stretched that a little bit. Let's see. I think we're going to win that. Yep. Phenomenal stuff. And that's going to be a throw-in. I'm just kind of thinking ahead who we're going to sub off. I really have no idea. It's kind of a bit of a mixed bag. Like O'Neill could probably get subbed off. Nevitt could probably get subbed off. I want to keep Dooku out there even though he's got a 6.6. I just know he's our best chance of scoring. He might get one right here. Nia Kirby's pretty good on these corners. Someone might score off this damn corner. Oh, not the Cooks. Yeah, he's too short for that. Too short for it. Yeah, 25 minutes in, we do have the higher XG. Which that was also happening a lot, too. There's a lot of those losses throughout this 2024 calendar year where we had the higher XG, but we just have not been scoring. We've been underperforming as a team, goal scoring wise. I think our expected XG is like -3 or 4 below the pace of where it should be right now. So potentially could have swung as far as different wins for us. I'm just hoping that we can get some type of point out of this, whether it's a draw, whether it's a win. That would be massive. Great clearance from Mafuda. Dooku's there, going to clear that as well. That's the one thing about this team. We set it up to where we can win headers, no problem, but it's just our speed sometimes is not there as far as being able to win it after the header. Notts County's up 2-0. They're probably going to be out of here, I'm assuming. Yeoville's definitely coming back down, though. I saw that they were the bottom team of the League 2, which was no surprise, because I felt like they definitely overselled on what they should have been. Overachieved, for sure, which kind of this Dorking team is kind of overachieved, too, but Nevin's got a good chance. Not anymore. Now we're out of the box, and we're taking... Oh, Dooku, though. Good chance. Ah, just over it. But that's why I like having Nevitt out there, though, at least to swing it into Dooku. As you can see there, the cross was there. Just missed it. Just missed it. And we're almost at the halfway point, and so far, the back five has really worked out well. No shots on target. They've had a good deal of possession. But as far as we've had the better pass completion percentage, which is nice to see. But yeah, their match momentum has been pretty high, which is kind of shocking. Since we've had a lot of the more better chances, obviously, until probably, I don't know. We're there. Oh, that's a terrible clearance. Thank God Maxim's there. That's the one bad thing about our fullbacks and wingbacks that you guys saw. Our heading is terrible. And our clearance is really, really bad. We need to fix that for sure. So hopefully we win this back. We do. Let's see what O'Neal can do with this to Kirby. Now Kirby with a good pass to Dooku. Dooku, if he has a good pass here, I don't know. And that's what Manny Dooku is terrible at, as far as maintaining possession. He's just there to put the ball in the net. If he gets the ball outside the penalty box, he's a bit of a risk. But Maxim's already got a 7.4. Kirby with a 7.1. No, he's been fantastic for us. Which he was fantastic last year too. He's definitely been, I would say, the signing of the series. Just in these 2 years that we've had him, he's been fantastic. See what we get as far as maybe potentially get a goal chance. If Dooku can win this, he does. To Nevitt. And again, immediately losing possession. They're back on the counter, but we're going to win this, hopefully. Nope. What a shot. Just a wasted shot. And that should be the end of the first half. Brilliant. Brilliant, though. I'll take it. We're fighting hard. Obviously, Ryan Seeger, he's still a danger out there. We got to make sure that he does not get any really good chances out there. As far as, we'll probably take Batichoff, and we'll bring on Bipus. Let Bipus be... kind of want him to be a box-to-box, because we have, as far as Kirby as a ball-winning midfielder, which he's done very well in, but we need a box-to-box guy. We need someone to penetrate up there to give our two forwards a chance. But yeah, we got to dig in. We got to dig in and be able to pull something off here. This would be massive. It would be absolutely massive if we're able to pull this one off. See where Fuller's at with this pass. Yeah, they're on the counter. Not the counter, since they start off with the ball. See, Gonzalez has a good cross here. This is really going to be dangerous for us. That's a good block. It's going to be a corner. I'm feeling confident about our corner ability, but I also think we have given up a good bit of corners, though. They just, they've had a lot of chances with the corners is kind of the bad thing about that. But as far as a good clearance here, attaboy Maxim. Zager's going to keep it, as long as we don't foul him in the box. Great block from Dooku, and another corner. Another corner. So, Nevitt still has that yellow, but he's playing very, very well. Adams okay right now. O'Neal's kind of playing like shit. We might have Bipus be the DM and just kind of see where we're at. But Bipus and Kirby have a good partnership, is kind of why I like having them. That's a great tackle from Maxim there to get the ball back, too. Brilliant. Way to not foul him either. Just great to see. But again, it's crazy. They're 20 points better than us on the league table. But we've been the better team for at least the first 52 minutes or so. And, which is no surprise. I don't think there's really a team that's, so far better than us. Maybe Notts County. Maybe. Because just the way they play, they're a really, really good team. And even then, we had a 2-2 draw against them back in December. We might have played them early on in the season, too. But I think we just played them there in December. Oh, yeah, we started off the year against them. I think that was another draw. I thought it was. Maybe it was a 1-0 defeat, now I'm thinking about it. Maxim winning that. Not a good second half, though. They have definitely been dominating possession. They just need one good chance to make this 1-0. Great save by Ross. Tips it to the side. My God. My God. That's the one terrible thing about the National League, too, is I just... not having the subs is just brutal. Dagon Red's beating the shit out of Wrexham, though. Which I'm not surprised Dagon Red somehow is always a tough-ass matchup for teams. They usually kill us. That a boy Dooku. Way to win it back. Yeah, they're up 2-0 at the half. So Wrexham's almost out of the playoff picture. That's kind of crazy. And not enough supporting midfielders. Had a feeling that might be the case. Thought the box would work, but I guess not. Guess it's not enough. As yeah, we'll have Adams get subbed up by Idris. And then, oof. I really want to have Joe Cook out there, because I know, obviously, Cook is... yeah, well, I guess we'll have Thomas Cosgrove come off. We'll take a look at Thomas' stats. So he's... what I liked about him is he's pretty good at crossing and pretty good first touch. Tackling's okay. Pretty good as far as leadership and pace, too, so in case we go back to the gegenpress, he can fit that style, but... we just gotta hang on. Just gotta hang on. They have now surpassed us as far as the XG, which is no surprise with the second half they've had. Their pass completion has been a little bit better than us, too. We definitely should have stole that, though. That was such a shitty pass, and we're kind of letting off the gas a little bit. Keeping Dooku and Nevitt out there might be a bit of a gamble. I felt like having, you know, as far as taking our midfield, getting a sub there, then sub from our fullbacks is the right call. We'll see. We'll see. So yeah, our shots are a little bit low for what I like to see. I like to have a lot more than, you know, at least have double digits in shots by the time we hit the end game. It's not looking like it's going to be the case. I was hoping that'd just be a shitty pass. But they are moving up the pitch. There's an easy 1-on-1 for Sager. We need a good tackle here, but at least he's getting it way too far out of the box. Do like that, though. I like that we're not letting them get the ball in the box. As far as they are not going to take that long-ass shot and make it, you know, 10 out... I would say 9 out of 10 times they're going to miss it. They're either going to be off target or it's going to be the easy save for Ross. Yeah, we need to work the ball into the box, so that's for sure. Because if we're in the box, though, it's a good chance. But just right now, the second half has not been it. I'm a little apprehensive about switching to maybe into a, instead of cautious to maybe a positive. But I don't think that's the play. I think we just gotta hang out and hope that we get a good clearance here. Sucks that it's gonna be a potential 0-0 or a 1-0 defeat. I don't think we're gonna steal the win. Our forwards are just too tired right now. Oh my God. Yep. Knew it. I knew we were going to give up another one. Off the post, too. God damn it. Right at the end of the game. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. You know, as far as we had Maxim out there, we had Sanders out there, but just can't win it. And we even have a guy at the near post, and he still doesn't even try and, like, head it out. Brutal. Brutal. So, well, 3 points for Dorking as they take the lead in the league table, but Notts County still has a game below them. Yeah, we gotta do something. We gotta go with attack or positive or something. This is just brutal. Brutal to see. We had such a great first half and could not keep up in the second. And just was absolutely destroyed in that second half. Had a good first half of football, but could not play the entire game, and it's brutal. Just brutal. Sucks, too, because that Dooku chance was our best chance of the day. If that goes in, obviously it's a 1-1 game. Nothing more you can really say. Nothing more you can really say about it. Just, couldn't hang on. I still like the back five. I think with O'Neal back here, he's got to figure something out. Maybe some, you know, we got to figure something. We got to figure something out. Because I thought we played well. It's just, again, we are just not playing well enough to get wins. and it's pissing me off because we have a pretty talented team. It's just not working out. Not working out. And, we're still at 40th on points, so we still have a chance to maybe potentially swing it around to get back up to the top 10. If a couple things go our way, maybe back into the top 15 should probably be the more cohesive goal for us. But just, Knott's kind of did jump ahead. So, yeah, they're ahead anyways, off the goal difference. So, yeah, as far as a good effort against the second best team in the league, but again, just Nevitt, not, Wrexham's. We should probably try and get hired. I mean, let's apply for the job. I would very much like to work for Wrexham. That would be fantastic, actually. Before we get sacked by York. That would be tremendous. If we can somehow, some way, join the dark side and join Wrexham, that'll be fantastic. But thank you all for watching. We keep up with the brutal schedule of 2024. It's just brutal, man. The amount of games that we've had as far as not being able to get any goals. 5 games in 2024 alone. Actually, 6 games with no goals in it. Just terrible. Just terrible. We need to turn it around, though, in March and April. I don't know how, if we are even going to be able to do it, but we gotta do it. Because this is not looking good. Our name is getting thrown around a little bit as far as we're on a bit of the hot seat. Let's kind of see how the club's thinking as far as from our vision. Okay, so the board's not terribly disappointed. Neither are the supporters. I guess that could be worse. We're working with the payroll. That's nice. But yeah, we'll probably not reach the top half finish, though. Gotta do something. Got to do something. It's now or never, as far as being able to make a top half finish. As we will catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.